Indeed, last year, China's economy experienced shock recovery and then showed resilience. The GDP grew 2.3% yearly, better than expected, given the global pandemic. Although China was the only major economy with positive growth, but the GDP rate was its slowest annual growth rate since 1976. China's total economic value exceeded 100 trillion yuan threshold of 15 trillion US dollars for the first time. So we give a thumb to all who worked hard last year.
Yeah, of course. And tell us about how different sectors performed, and what about the ambitious poverty elimination target?
Yeah, despite all the challenges, China lifted the entire country out of extreme poverty in 2020. That means there is not a single town or village in the country whose people live below poverty line. We also saw an improvement in China's economic structure. That's very important. First, industrial output grew 2.8% year-on-year in 2020. If we look at high-end manufacturing and equipment making sectors, that showed how smart and tech-driven a country's sector is. These indicators against 7 and 6.6% respectively. Our performers include industrial robot makers, new energy cars, integrated circuits and microcomputers. Also the services sector, which hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic understandably and is gradually recovering. Overall, I didn't post any growth, so it's a zero growth for 2020. But tech and IT sectors really surged almost 70% and 7% respectively. And also we look at fixed asset investments that include some of those fixed assets, including infrastructure and also homes. We see that's a very big contributor to the overall economy. That saw an almost 3% growth on the year, but investment shifted from infrastructure and manufacturing to the high-tech industries, where investment jumped 10%. We look at finally the consumption, the retail sector, Chinese economy. It's really heavyweight on China's economy. Retail sales shrank almost 4%, but online retail, we saw all those e-commerce surged almost 11%. So that's really good news. That's all I've got to